Welcome to today's meeting. This, as everyone knows, is Pride Month. And the Township Council has prepared a proclamation to recognize the achievements and celebrating Pride Month with the rest of the community. There is some background, is that we kind of dropped the ball on this. Okay, there was a lot of, one of the people that came to us who brought this over to our attention, asking Jim Dunleavy, was the chairman of the Teaneck Chamber, asked us, Larry, to what are we doing to recognize? And at that point, we didn't really have a plan. So one of the things that we're going to do in the next 60 days to make sure that we do it right next year is we're going to start a Pride Observance Committee so that we can take input from everybody in the town and figure out exactly what's the right way to do this. I met with many of our LGBTQ allies. We'd like to see you here, and hopefully we will get this right next year. Right now we have a proclamation that Jim and Javon will be reading, and Keith, or maybe, I don't know, but whoever's going first, they were working amongst themselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. When this came out, I reached out to my council colleagues to say, yeah, I think we should be doing something. My work and my travel schedule made it impossible for me to write it. So I want to give credit to Councilman Kaplan, who put the words to paper, and we very much appreciate your work. Whereas, our nation was founded on the principle of equal rights for all people, but the fulfillment of this promise has long been in coming for many Americans. Some of the most inspiring moments in our history have arisen from the various civil rights movements that have brought one group after another from the margins of the mainstream of American society. And
whereas, in the movement towards equal rights for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer LGBTQ people, a historic turning point occurred on June 28, 1969, in New York City, with the onset of the Stonewall riots. During these riots, LGBTQ citizens rose up and fought against the discriminatory criminal laws that have since been declared unconstitutional. And
whereas LGBTQ pride celebrations have taken place around the country every June to commemorate the beginning of the Stonewall riots,
and whereas June is celebrated as LGBTQ Pride Month nationwide, and
whereas the Township of Teaneck has a diverse LGBTQ community that includes people of all ethnicities, religions, and professions, and
whereas everyone should be able to live without fear of prejudice, discrimination, violence, and hatred based on their race, religion, gender identity, or sexual orientation.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Township Council, on behalf of all residents of Township,
does hereby proclaim June 2019 as Pride Month in the Township of Teaneck,
and urges
all residents to respect and honor our diverse community and to celebrate and build a culture of inclusiveness and acceptance.
And signed by every member of the council.
And if anybody would like a copy, we have them.
Just also wanted to take a moment to acknowledge Amy Moran from the high school and the high school students that are here. We did reach out to them initially.